Hey, it's the boss. I've got a new hat and we've got a new tool for overclocking, especially for Blackwell called the Mvolt. So we're going to dive into that and see what it's about. Okay, let's go. So the program's called Mvolt and it's strictly for Blackwell and it unlocks a lot of things that we're not really tied into, like MSI Afterburner or GPU tweaker, stuff like that. No one's really covered it, so we're going to cover it here today. It is on GitHub, so you're going to have to go to GitHub and grab it yourself. It's called Mvolt Plus. There's been, I think there's 3 revisions so far. Grab the latest one, install that. It's perfectly safe. But it isn't perfectly safe if you do not know what you're doing and you're touching the sliders. So here on Reddit, we have a few of the fellas I don't personally know, but we've gone through my Discord community and checked it out, and everything seems pretty top notch. A lot of things here between the 70 Ti's to 5090s, 5080s, stuff like that. So if you want to give it a read, download the latest thing. Pretty much what it is, it's MSI Afterburner on drugs or steroids, as you could per se. So instead of our core voltage locked at 1.1, which is like your top shoot for Blackwell dies, we can actually go beyond that. And if you have something like GPU-Z, you can check your VREL or your power limit and see which one you need more to play with. So just quickly, with the Mvolt tool here on the right side of me, we have little like dials and all sorts of bits and bobs. So we can adjust the power limit on the bottom. We've also got the core voltage up top on the left. These are my non-stock settings. This is my profile that is actually my overclock profile. So we'll go ahead and click a default on all of that and see where we're going. We've also got a little boost button, believe it or not. Don't know what it does, but it's nice placebo effect, I guess. Some people have it, some people don't. So you tell me if you get it. It would be good. But back to the core voltage. So at stock, my card, which is a 5070 Ti tough OC model, the maximum is 1.090. But as you can see here, we can adjust the slider. Whoops. We're not there yet. We can adjust the slider to 1.15. Make sure you have adequate cooling as well. And hopefully you know how to check your hotspot temperatures while doing this, because that's very important. Then obviously you have the core clock offset. It's like normal, like MSI Afterburner, not like GPU tweaker. We've also got a new thing called the MSVDD voltage range. We're going to get in that in a second. We've got the memory clock that goes to plus 3000, which is that's fine for GDDR7. Got a voltage boost. Not too sure what that does yet. Haven't played with it that much. But then we have the XBAR clock offset, which is really good. And that's going to sort of speed up your cache sort of frequency to get between the cache and your memory modules of your GDDR7. Then obviously we spoke about the power limit on the bottom. But to go over something just quickly, we've got also the curve editor. We've got show telemetries, which is really nice. You can sort of see what's going on with all your rails and all your powers and voltages and stuff like that and your noise. We've also got the XOC voltage range extender, which I do not recommend unless you're on water, you know what you're doing, or you're doing LN2. So that can go up to 1.25. Though I do recommend clicking it. While I will show you something just quickly that can get you out of trouble. So for myself here, I'm going for, where is it? Let me load up my profile. You can also save the profiles. You can apply at startup. You can minimize and track, all that sort of good stuff. You can have multiple profiles. So I'll just load up mine, load and apply. Bam, click that one. Get rid of that. I've got mine to 1.170. So it's over what they recommend in the program, where the limiters are. But my card, the cooling is quite fine. The MSVDD voltage range is tied in strictly to the XBAR clock offset. And we're still sort of working it out, but what I've sort of gathered with the boys, it's sort of like a counterweight. So if you're sacrificing core clock voltage for XBAR clock voltage, but if you sacrifice too much, you're gonna tip the scale. So you sort of want to get that in between. So basically, all cards are different. We've tested this wide ranges from the PNYs to the Zotac, stuff like that. The MS VDD voltage range is set per card, but we can set it how we want it. So I recommend, say, about 1.10, or doing what I do, I tie it in with the core voltage so it sort of balances it out. So if you're going to pick like 1.15, do 1.15 on the VDD voltage. But to give a quick words about it, XBAR crossbar clock offset on NVIDIA Blackwell GPUs such as the 5090 is an adjustable tuning parameter that controls the frequency of the internal crossbar and L2 cache data path domain. Modifying the offset, often paired with MS VDD voltage, the one we're adjusting. Adjustments via specialized tools like Mvolt, I don't know that one, can yield frequency gains over 140 megahertz and improve performance in latency sensitive tasks. It's sort of what I've found, it sort of picks up that bottom, your 1% lows, and sort of like pushes it up a bit, especially that now that we can adjust it and like everything's open. So you can do more detail in reading that. But what we've found in the Discord is setting it to 300 is a good stepping stone to sort of see where you are. So here we keep it like we keep it in the 300 range. So we do 300 on offset on the core, 3000 on the memory, and 3000 on the XBAR clock offset. And we do want to give it just a little bit more voltage. If you're not willing to push it beyond, say, 1.15, just go to like 1.1 and your temperatures should be in check. As you can see here, my one particular is 1.040. So we're just going to dial that one up, and then always validate your scores before and after. Always do small increment adjustments. But this is the tool. It's very good. It's like Christmas has come early in August. So I'm very happy with it. I can show some Firmark scores. I can also show you, what can we do? If you join my Discord, I've got a Hall of Fame section there. The scores are there, but it's definitely worth looking at. It is a free tool. It's easy to use. You can say goodbye to MSI Afterburner. It's pretty much like everything is there. We're still working out that hotspot. Obviously, everybody knows that. But yeah, best of luck. Put your scores in the comment section. Join the Discord. I'm willing to see what you can do. This works for pretty much every Blackwell, the 5060, 5060 Ti, 5070, 5070 Ti, 5080. We haven't got an 80 Ti, but does work for the 5090 and the Pro, what's it called? The RTX Pro 20,000, whatever it is. But yeah, we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Thank you.